Well, hello. My name is Jess, and I'd like to welcome you guys to the first installment of a series of YouTube videos that I like to call the OD Diaries. Now, you may be wondering what OD stands for. It doesn't stand for overdose, as some people might think. It's actually my abbreviation for odor disorder. Now, I have an odor disorder, and what that means is that no matter how clean I am, I will always smell bad to other people. Now, stick with me here because I'm serious. There are a lot of odor disorders out there, and the knowledge that I'm going to give you in these diaries just might save a life. It certainly can change a life, if nothing else. Now, I'm currently 29. I'll be 30 in about a month. And I've been harassed about smelling like garbage, trash, rotting fish, spices, and assorted other things for more or less my entire life. The first time I ever remember being told that I smelled bad, I was 4 years old in preschool. It took until I was 20 years old for me to figure out what was actually wrong with me. And now, at almost 30, 10 years later, for the last 10 years, I've been doing constant research on odor disorders and doing whatever I can to help anybody who has one, including myself, but also people all over the world. I do most of that from home on the computer, one by one. I wrote an article back in 2003 that is still one of the top Google searches for odor disorders. And so people will hunt for information and they'll come across my article, and to this day they'll email me. And I'll stay friends with them and I'll do what I can to help them. And usually it's someone with an odor disorder who doesn't know what's wrong with them and needs advice and needs help. But sometimes it's a parent or a friend or a teacher or even a doctor. And I do everything I can to help people one-on-one, but I eventually was just getting sick of that. I felt like it was not accomplishing enough. I felt like I needed to make a difference. And not many people will talk about odor disorders. And in another installment, I'll get to why I'm more willing than most. But basically, I hit a rock bottom and decided there was nowhere else to go but up. But I decided I had to talk about this. And with the help of a lot of friends, I kept on moving and kept on trying to do a little bit at a time. And what I discovered in doing that is that it was going to be a lot better if I could reach out to more people at a time. You know, to really get a point across, not just about odor disorders, but about the fact that people need to talk to each other more in general. And to really listen to what each other are saying. Because nobody believed me growing up. Not my family, not my friends, not anybody in school. They all thought for some strange reason that I woke up every day wanting to smell like a trash heap and get harassed by everyone. I don't know who wakes up every day and says, I'd like to go to school and get shoved down flights of stairs and called every name in the book and told that I smell awful and have sticks of deodorant thrown at me. I don't think there's anyone on earth that thinks that way, and if there is, I'm sure not one of them. But anyway, when I finally reached this realization that I need to reach out to more people, I started trying to write a book. And the book is still in the creative process because I'm not quite sure how much I want to say and how I want to say it. And so I'm going back and forth on these ideas, and I'm going, I might as well do a sort of video diary thing. And I had put it off a while, and then yesterday, November 22nd, 2010, I actually gave a speech at a college about odor disorders. And it felt good to stand there in front of 20 or 25 college people and tell my story. And I really think that they learned a lot from it. And that really basically lit a fire under my butt to get my video diary here going. And so throughout this diary, I'm going to tell you a bit about how I grew up and the things that have gone on in my life, and I'm also going to give you some medical information about odor disorders. And I would encourage you guys to email me anytime if you have questions and you just want to learn, or if you know someone who might have an odor disorder. I really hope that you'll take the time to keep reading the OD Diaries and to give me some feedback, because that's what this is all about. And so stay tuned for part 2 very shortly. Thanks.